lovelies, welcome back. Alright, you ready for this one? Tomato meatball soup. Oh, really yummy, really easy. Let's do this. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is the meatballs. So what we need is 500 grams of beef mince. Now, if you don't have beef mince, you can do any mince you want, but I like to do the beef mince with this one, but it really doesn't matter. We need 1 egg, 3/4 of a cup of dried breadcrumbs. Now we need 1 tablespoon of chopped fresh basil. If you don't have fresh basil, I would use 1.5 teaspoons of dry basil. We need 1 medium onion and garlic. Now either you can use fresh cloves of garlic or your jar garlic. So the first thing we want to do is chop up our tablespoon of basil and chop our onion. Alrighty, once we've chopped them up, the next thing we want to do is get out a large bowl, put our 1 egg in there, whisk it up with a fork. Alright, now we want to put our mince in, so just break it all up as you put it in and it makes it really easy to mix through. Then we add our 3/4 of a cup of dried breadcrumbs, our chopped onion. Now we add 2 cloves of crushed garlic or 2 heaped teaspoons of our jar garlic and our 1 tablespoon of chopped basil or our 1.5 teaspoons of dry basil. Now we want to grab a fork and mix it up really well. So if it is a bit drier, don't hesitate, just get another egg out, which is exactly what I'm going to do now, and whisk it up and put it in. Alrighty, once we've done that, get a tablespoon measurement. If you don't have a tablespoon measurement, just get a normal dessert spoon. What you want to do is just try and make the same amount because you want to make them the same size when we cook them. So we just need a tablespoonful. Dig it out and roll it into a ball, or squeeze it together first. And then roll it into a ball, like so, and then put them all on a plate. Alright, so I always write the recipe below for you guys, and this one I'm going to change, which I have to do sometimes. So I was going by memory, so I'm going to change it to 2 eggs, not 1, and to 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs, not 3/4 of a cup. Now we whack them in the fridge for 20 minutes to set. 20 minutes later. Alright, we want to put a little bit of oil in our frying pan. I'm using olive oil, but you can use any oil that you want. Now with these ones, we want to turn them all the time so we get that beautiful colour all over, and we want to cook them through properly this time. So once they're cooked, grab out a plate with some paper towel and sit them all on your paper towel. So now that we've cooked them through properly, we want to set them aside. Oh my god, mate, it smells amazing in here. Oh yeah, baby. Next thing we want to do is get a large saucepan that has a lid. We want to put a little bit of olive oil or normal oil in there, whatever you've got. Now we want to peel and chop 1 large onion and throw it in our saucepan. Once we've done that, we just want to sit it on our stove top until we're ready to use it. Now we want to get 2 cloves of garlic ready to go with the crusher, or get your jar garlic and a teaspoon measurement ready. We need 2 400 gram cans, roughly, they can be a little bit over, a little bit under, of diced tomatoes. Now if you've only got cans of whole tomatoes, don't panic, just when you chuck them in, just smash them all down. We need tomato paste with a tablespoon measurement. We need 1.5 litres of chicken stock, which is equal to 6 cups. We're going to need a tablespoon of plain white sugar. Now we need 1/2 cup of mini elbow pasta or macaroni, whatever you want to call it. Now if you don't have pasta that shape but you've got other little pasta, 1/2 cup of that. If you don't have any of that, you can use your long spaghetti and you can just break it up into like 4 centimetre lengths that will sit in there and break up 1/2 cup. Now we need 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh basil, or grab your dry basil out ready to go. Now we want to get our saucepan onto medium to high in between them. And we want to fry up our onion for 2 minutes until it's see-through. Couple of minutes later, now you want to add your 2 cloves of crushed garlic or your 2 heaped teaspoons of jar garlic, 2 cans of tomatoes, 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste, our 1.5 litres of chicken stock, and 1 tablespoon of white sugar. Now we want to give it a good mix through. We want to bring it up to the boil, and then as soon as it goes to the boil, we want to turn it down to a simmer. We want to put the lid on, and we want to simmer it for 15 minutes with the lid on and give it a good stir every 5 minutes. Now if you're using dry basil, I will throw that in now as well, which would be 3 teaspoons of dry basil. If you're using the fresh stuff, leave that because we throw it in at the end. Alrighty, 15 minutes later. Oh, it smells amazing in here, mate. I absolutely love this soup. Alright, now we want to add our pasta. And we want to gently put all our meatballs in. Now we want to bring it back up to a simmer with the lid off, and we want to simmer it, stirring it every 3 or 4 minutes because we don't want the pasta to stick to the bottom. So we stir it every 3 or 4 minutes until the pasta is cooked. Once the pasta is cooked, bang, we're done. I'll just grab this light to show you. Alright, once your pasta is cooked, turn the heat off. Now if you're using the fresh basil, you want to add that now, stir it in, sit the lid on, leave it sit there while you get all your stuff ready, and away we go, serve her up. Just like that, you've got an amazing soup. Now, you can just serve it exactly like that, absolutely nothing wrong with it, completely beautiful. Or you can sprinkle a little bit of parmesan if you like parmesan cheese, or you can sprinkle a little bit of normal cheese if you want some normal cheese. Now, if you're lucky enough to have some fresh parsley out in the garden, you can put a little bit of parsley on. Now, this is absolutely amazing with fresh bread and butter, or the best way to eat it is with garlic bread. I don't know why my granddaughter's right into garlic bread at the moment. It's pretty cute. Now, I just thought about it, and I don't have any, but I do have a couple of hot dog rolls in the freezer. So I might make a really quick video after this one on how to make garlic bread with hot dog rolls. Thank you. Oh no, I'm like, I just can't wait to eat it. I can't even talk properly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome day. Now, if you ever get stuck with anything, or you don't know whether to add or take something out, just write it down below and I'll help you out. That's what I'm here for. Bye.